So now let's look at the next page where we practice writing exponential functions when you're given 2 points. So we're going to write it in the form a times b to the x, and then they've given us 2 points that it passes through. Well, in order to write this equation, you want to leave x and y in your equation, they always do. We need to find a and b. If you're looking to find 2 variables, we need 2 equations. Well, lucky for us, they gave us 2 ordered pairs where each one has an x and a y value. So I'm going to take both ordered pairs and plug them into this equation so that I create a 2-variable system, which is algebra 1, that I can then solve to find a and b. So let's start with the ordered pair 1, 6. My x value is 1, my y value is 6, so this equation becomes 6 equals a times b to the first power. Or again, I just replaced x with 1 and y with 6. We'll do the same thing with this ordered pair. I'm going to replace y with 54, and I'm going to replace x with 3. So now I have 2 equations with 2 variables, so I can solve them. Looking at this equation, I'm going to solve this equation for 1 variable so that I can substitute it into the next one. And fortunately for us, b to the first power is just b, so we really don't even need the exponent. So I'm going to solve this one for a, and by solving, I mean I'm just going to get a by itself. So in order to get a by itself on this side of the equation, I want to move this b over, and I move it by dividing, because right now I'm multiplying. So I get a equals 6 divided by b. Well, I'm going to take this and substitute it in for a over here. So I get 54 equals 6 divided by b times b cubed. And what I've done is I've gotten this equation down to only 1 variable, which is b, which I can then solve for. So I've got 3 b's in my numerator and 1 b in my denominator. This b cancels with 1 b up here, so that becomes a squared. So I'm going to rewrite 54 equals 6b squared. Divide both sides by 6. I get 9 equals b squared. The square root of 9 is 3, so b equals 3. Halfway there. Now I'm going to take this 3 and plug it back in over here to find a. So a equals 6 divided by 3. So a equals 2. I have a, I have b, I can plug them into my equation. Y equals 2 times 3 to the x power. Next example is exactly like the one we just looked at. They've given us 2 ordered pairs, which is 2 sets of x and y values. And we're going to write 2 equations and then solve. So if I plug in 110, I get 10 equals ab to the first power. If I plug in 340, I get 40 equals ab cubed. I'm going to solve this equation for a. So I divide both sides by b, and I get a equals 10 divided by b. Now I'm going to plug this in for a over here. 10 over b times b cubed. Just like on the previous example, your b's cancel. So I get 40 equals 10b squared. I'm solving for b, so divide both sides by 10. B squared equals 4. So b equals 2. I take that b value and plug it in over here to find a. A equals 10 divided by 2. Well, 10 over 2 is 5. So a equals 5. So final answer, y equals 5 times 2 to the x power.